So the Ottomans, starting from the 16th, 17th century, and strongly in the 18th century, they were constantly losing territories to the rising European powers, and of course they did not like it, you know. Which empire likes to lose power? None of them. So anyhow, they were trying to modernize, and they were trying to see what they can modernize in their system, in their state mechanism. And of course, the first thing that caught their attention was the army, because they were losing territories, because they were losing wars. So the first idea that came to mind was, we need to modernize our army. So what was the obstacle there? The obstacle was the army that already existed. It was the janissaries. You might have heard of the janissaries as the name for the Ottoman soldier, but it was actually a group among the soldiers. It was a group that was recruited exclusively from Christians and Bosnians up until the 18th century. They were allowed to have other professions. They all belonged to the Bektashi sect, the sect that was very widespread in the Balkans and is actually the main, it was the main engine of Muslim Ottoman expansion into the Balkans, the Bektashi sect. So the janissaries mostly belonged to this sect, to which the emperor did not belong. And they had their own vested interests. They could keep jobs, they could live in various places, but they all belonged to the Ocak, they belonged to the center of the janissaries, and they had to fight when it was necessary. But sometimes they also fought for their own interests. So, like, there's this one occasion, for instance, in 1801, if I am not mistaken, that janissaries actually kill an Ottoman emperor because the Ottoman emperor wants to get rid of them. So shortly after this incident, another Ottoman emperor decides to get rid of the janissaries, and he knows that it's gonna be dangerous because a previous emperor has been killed by them. So he takes as excuse a small rebellion of the janissaries to massacre them. So in 1831, there is this huge massacre of janissaries by the Ottoman forces. So it's actually some sort of civil war. It's not civil at all. Like, it's a war between different factions of the state mechanism, between different factions of the army, where the janissaries are destroyed and decimated. And in a horrible irony, Ottomans named this incident as Vakayı Hayriye, which is the good incident, you know, the good happening.